Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another reaction video, and today I will be checking out a new EP from Revaira. It is called Journey. I have Hearteater and Mayfly on the channel, which are the two singles from this EP. I will do what I've been doing with my EP/album reaction reviews, where I leave little placeholders that show that song goes in whatever order it goes in on the EP, but I won't do a full reaction in this video, of course, because they exist on the channel already. So I will be checking out the rest of the new tracks. I'm very excited. I've talked a decent amount about this band on the channel now. They're a very exciting upcoming band for me, and this EP has been a highly anticipated release since it was announced, which it was a pretty quick turnaround in terms of, hey, we've got an EP, here are 2 songs, here's the EP, which I'm here for. So all of their social media, any support links for Revaira, all of that in the description of this video. I am going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it. Build into the next track. I don't know how that will flow, but oh, just like that intro. That little pause. What was that? Invisible. Ooh, into Hearteater. Like I said in the Mayfly video, this was for sure my preference of the two singles, but I didn't have much time to really process Mayfly, but I love this track. And this goes into Mayfly, I believe. Yeah. They're such different tracks, but this has a lot of remnants of Hearteater, I feel like. But they're very different. I had this on the channel, which I didn't talk about. What I thought was different about it. And what was similar to it. You can feel it, like when that riff kicks in there. And even in the very first vocals that you heard, yet still, like, with the chorus and such, it's just very different. It does seem like a really great, like, middle of the CP type of song, now that I've heard, like, the beginning. 2 more tracks to go to.
Carried by the wind, waving goodbye to the sun as the peak left. They seem so far behind. Yeah, they seem so far behind. Life is still waiting room to dare. Like it has become a wake before we go.
Yeah, basically. Different than what I had expected. Like, I mean that in like delivery, you know, expecting this big story. which I like a lot. You don't hear it, so it just feels very different. But then soaring vocals that I was talking about. Ooh, 2 new tracks now. Spark.
Life is grown on a burning road. Could you tell me what really owns? Is the soul home?
You know I'm here for that bass.
What really yours? Sweet inside us. No matter it's hard, look at you and me. We will reply by losing We're barely halfway
That drum. I love that. that was a really neat one. Okay, the title track, which has a music video. Of course, at the end, I'll talk about the EP. Strangers. That is beautiful.
It's the first time in a long time. Feeling something, hearing myself a little more. It seems I was asleep, still dizzy laying on the sheets. You are my anesthetic, devoting yourself to me on repeat. But suddenly you leave me, I realize I start to breathe. A bitter taste of complacency. A heavy weight disappears from my chest, wondering if nothing else could last. Disappointment, self-destruction, aimlessly and dissonance. I began to feel that everything is real. It seems I was asleep, stuck in this image journey. Chasing eyes, colors and lies rain down on me. Let me release this pain of agony. Chasing eyes, colors and lies rain down on me. But finally I realize I breathe. I realize I began to feel again. And sleep I try to, I want to face you, but always run around when comes down in the night. And I began to see right through you. Let's make colors. It's the time, being myself. Calling on till I feel release.
Music video is very neat, that's what I was gonna say.
Chasing eyes, colors of lights rain down on me. Chasing eyes, colors of lights rain down on me. It's the first time in a long time, feeling something, hearing myself a little more. It seems I was asleep, dreaming nothing. But I won't be falling.
right there. Revaira, Journey. Let's discuss. An incredible EP. This will be up. It's been hard for me for a while in terms of my EP list. I had Alt when that dropped as my EP of the year, but Distinguisher has taken my EP of the year spot. But these 3 EPs, Revaira included in that now, will make it very difficult for me. They'll be on repeat for a long time for me. This is exactly what I had been hoping for from this band, given the singles that they had put out recently that weren't included on this EP. The standalone singles, Bloom, Ornament, those tracks to me. Maze was also up there. I think it was a very quality single, but Ornament and Bloom, those tracks just absolutely blew me away, and this is the EP that I feel like I am looking for after hearing those tracks and looking towards their next release after those, you know. So anyway, I'm very happy with this, which is, it's one of those releases that I've talked about on the channel where the bar is set very high by the band, because immediately upon hearing this band, I was like, who is this? I need to get more into them. And I listened through their discography and stuff. But the stuff that they've been putting out more recently is just, I talked about it in one of the single videos as well, but it's just of an entirely different quality, top tier stuff for me. So anyway, what I loved about the EP was when I talked in the videos about the singles, about the balance that they have, that atmosphere that they have in a lot of you know, the cleaner parts of the music. I think this EP and the non-singles, there was more expansion kind of on blending that more, so it wasn't so much like the atmosphere only. I guess like that existed anyway, but like some of those breakdowns, like, oh man, like just the amount of space there that was filled up by that sort of feeling was incredible to me. I love that sound, and that's usually like the stuff that's on the top of my listening. It leans towards that type of atmospheric and with breakdowns, but at the same time, like, it's not all about that. I feel like most people will relate to that though, because a lot of like progressive metalcore and stuff that typically does include that sort of sound and stuff, it relies on a lot more than like the breakdowns and like the heavier pieces of it, because with this band, in their slower moments, in those moments where like the bass was sort of, you know, running the show, and then there were moments where the riffs were like very attention grabbing vocally, drumming, everything was well shaped and balanced in a sense beyond just like the balance of their sound, like the clean sound, the heaviness. It was more like the blend of those together. I don't know how to really describe it. Like Invisible, I think, would be my favorite track, or Spark, but it's all 3 of the non-singles were up for that spot. I think Invisible was the first one that we really went into other than the intro track, and it just had the level of excitement around it. It had that I think the edge because with Spark it felt like a different type of heaviness. When I'm talking about like, you know, their breakdowns and stuff and that atmosphere and such, it's neat to see it in like songs kind of similar to what I was talking about with Hearteater and Mayfly, with those 2 songs having similarities but also being so like noticeably different for fans of Revaira. Something along those lines goes for the whole EP. But beyond that, I wanted to talk a little bit about the meaning too, because with Hearteater, the music video that came out for that song is about leaving a toxic relationship, deciding like, you know, this isn't gonna work for me, I need to end this. That was what Hearteater was about. And then going into Journey's music video and Journey as a song, it's like after making that decision, what comes next. So that was really lyrically had me very interested in how it would sort of draw to Hearteater, but even in sound as well. But it definitely had its own feel to it, and as the title track as well, I guess like in the parts that surprised me instrumentally, I think Spark would be one of those. It wasn't like, you know, insanely different, but there were just some aspects of the guitars and such that were just really neat and sort of different. But with Journey, it felt like it had enough of like, I guess like the signature sound, like when you think of the main riffs and sort of like that tappy, fast-paced I think Hearteater, I think First Verse maybe is what I'm thinking of. And there are really like a number of tracks where that sound comes into play, but this track felt like sort of a different approach, I guess. But anyway, I'm kind of just rambling at this point because I really loved this EP. I'm very happy with it. As I mentioned, it's going to be hard for me to pick a favorite. I mentioned pretty much all 3 songs when talking about them, but I'm gonna need to do some more listening because on my first listen through the EP, it definitely held up to what I had expected from it and then some. And I want to listen more to Spark because of what I was saying with that feeling like it had a bit of something different to it, to sort of like the feeling that Mayfly gave me, but in a totally different way. You know, it wasn't really like how the chorus vocals on Mayfly was what I was really like, whoa, that was different than what I had been expecting that to feel like. It was something a bit different than that. So anyway, I love this. I love the music videos, the visuals and such. I will link the music videos in the description of this video, as well as all of Revaira's social media, all of their support links and such in the description of this video. Make sure if you enjoyed this, give them some love. I will be sure to do so because this is going on repeat and staying on repeat for me. Other than that, you can also find my link tree in the description, which will have the invite for the Discord server that I talk about in every single video. We've got music-related conversation unrelated to music as well, really just a lot going on in the server. So if you're interested in coming to join, check that out. That will be there, as well as my Instagram profile link, where I do post all music-related content, whether it be about shows, if I've been to a show recently and have pictures or videos to share from that, my never-ending merch collection, or every Friday I post a chart of what I listen to the most over the course of the week, that type of stuff. So my handle on there is Rachel Reacts, just like my YouTube channel, but again, it will be in that link tree in the description if you have any interest in following me. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.